Good morning and welcome to your show, Food Desires, with your host, Desiree. Today we will be cooking Huevos Rancheros with Chorizo. Now, warning, this is not your typical Huevos Rancheros recipe. I don't know whether this is authentic or not. This is my version of Huevos Rancheros. This will be a video. Perhaps there might be some Spanglish in it, so beware. Hopefully, you'll like what I have to show you and be able to make this yourself. I know it's gonna be delicious. All right, so for our dish today, we will need a couple of things. First, we will need some chorizo. I have the fresh Mexican brand chorizo by Premio. There might be better chorizos out there, but like I said, this is my version of chorizo. I like this one. It's easy to peel out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take it out the casing. So that's number one. We're also gonna need a couple of avocados, some Hass Avocados. Make sure they're ripe and ready for today. We're gonna need a medium onion. I have here about 3 tomatoes. We're gonna need some tortillas. I got some Monterrey Jack cheese. This was on sale for $2, and they're pretty good. Farms Creamery. I've eaten that cheese before. It's actually pretty good. And then we're gonna need some cilantro. Oh, so we have some cilantro. We're also gonna use some garlic. So I'd say about 4 cloves of garlic. And of course, we can't forget about our eggs. Okay. Oh, and some OJ for breakfast juice. So let me get started. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to chop up the onions. I'm going to dice up the tomatoes, shred some of the cheese. I'm going to crush some of the garlic, chop up the cilantro. And then I'm going to come back. I'm going to put everything all together so that way you can see the exact order as to how we're going to cook this today, okay? All right, so what I'm about to do, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. So I don't have any jalapenos. So what I do have is some hot pickled peppers. I'm going to use a couple of these just to give it a little spice. Now, you guys don't have to make it you guys don't have to make it spicy or anything. But if you do enjoy a bit of spice, you probably want to get a couple of jalapenos, or if you have some spices or something that you can throw in there, cayenne pepper, anything like that, then you can probably substitute. Now, I only have 3 tomatoes. I thought I had more tomatoes in the fridge. So what I will do is that I will use about 2 tomatoes for the actual salsa that I'm going to make. I'm going to make an avocado, matter of fact, avocado salad to pop over the huevos rancheros. And I'm going to use 1 of them for the actual chorizo sauce. Okay, normally I'm sure that you have to roast about 3 of these or so, more or less, probably a little more, and then kind of blend it in with a couple of other stuff. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna be doing this differently. But the reason why I turned the video back on is because I'm gonna show you a trick. So usually you see these cilantro, you have a lot of stems. So here you have a lot of stems. So when you attempt to try to get the leaves, you get stuck with a bunch of stems, and it's just not that great when you're eating it in the salsa. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna run these cilantros backwards through these holes. What it's going to do is that it's going to take off the leaves from the stems. I'm going to be left with the part that I actually want, and then I'm going to dice it up, and you're going to get an amazing salsa. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera off right now real quick, do that, and then come back. So I'm back. So this is going to be a little difficult to do, holding the camera and doing this at the same time, but I'm going to try my best. So let's see here if I can kind of push it through with one hand. So as you can see, I put it through the hole. You can do this with any kind of strainer you want, you know, but for the most part, you can see there that the stem is coming off, right? You're left with this. You have 1 little stem that stood here, and that's fine. You could probably run it through again. There you go. And now, as you can see, you're left with the leaves. After this is done, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse these leaves out just to make sure I get any dirt or anything out of that. But this is what you want to be left with. This is the part that you're not going to use. So I have like a small bunch of cilantro. You don't really need that much cilantro for what we're about to do. But again, feel free to put as little or as much as you want. I don't know how many portions you're going to do, but I'm going to do for about 2 people. I say that when I start, but when I come find out, I tend to cook a bigger portion than anything. So it's completely up to you guys. I'm freestyling right now, so just want to give you that heads up. I think this is a pretty cool trick. If you guys do a lot of salsa or pico de gallo, this is an amazing trick because you're not left with those stems, which I think is the best part. All right, so I'll see you in a bit. Let me get everything going. I'm gonna chop that onion up and dice this up, and then you'll see me when I'm done. I'm chopping up these onions. Oh my god, it's so bad. So yeah, so it turns out I forgot you're actually gonna need about 1.5 onions because we're gonna put some into the chorizo as well when it's cooking. So I mean, you can probably get away with 1 onion if you only have 1 onion, but I like a lot of onions, so I'm going to do about 1.5 onions. So I wanted to put that back in there. And I also forgot a couple of things. So you're also going to need some oil. You can do, preferably, extra virgin oil.
olive oil, I'm sorry. And I actually don't have any, so I'm just gonna use the regular masola oil. I'm gonna do that for the avocado salad. I'm sorry, my voice is a little raspy. And then you're also gonna need some tomato sauce, right? So mine's is in a little bowl like this. Actually tomato paste. You can use tomato sauce. I'm using whatever I have here. And you're gonna need green lime. All right. So I forgot to put that in there, and some salt to taste. Okay. So there's as I come across some of the things, I'm gonna keep posting it. But once I have everything already chopped up, I'm gonna show you what everything looks like and the steps as to how we're gonna go put everything together.
All right. So I decided to stop being lazy and get my tripod, so that way you guys can see the process. So these are the onions I separated for the chorizo. Okay, so you're gonna see the whole process. We have the tomatoes, so we're gonna slice them first, then dice them. Okay. And I mean, some of you guys probably do this better than I do. I'm gonna eat that part. But hey, we each got our own ways to do it. Like I said, I'm freestyling. I'm not following a particular recipe. I'm not Mexican, so, or I don't know if this is a different kind of South American dish, but I am making it my own way. Yeah, I guess you could call it the Boricua way. So feel free to take what you want, mix it up with your style. Hey, it's cooking. It's about having fun, right? Putting something together. But hopefully you're able to catch everything there. And once this is done, right, then we're going to start putting everything to cook. So we're going to actually take out and actually I love this dish. The reason why I want to make it is because I miss my grandma. She made this for me once when I went to Florida. And no one's ever made it as good as she has. I don't know what she did. I didn't get to watch the recipe. I just woke up. Breakfast was ready. And she made this wonderful dish. Now, I had always heard about it in novelas, Huevos Rancheros. I was very picky, and I actually was very close-minded about trying it. So I've never really said, hey, look, I want Huevos Rancheros or something like that. But my grandma kind of surprised me. I'm not going to say no to her after she just, worked her butt off in the kitchen to cook it. I'm going to at least give it a shot. And I did, and I loved it. So this is my version of that Happy Meal that I ate that day. As you can see, I'm putting everything into a bowl. So if you want to separate everything yourself into your own ways, feel free. Now, I am kind of upset myself that I forgot to get a couple of those things, like I said, jalapeno and everything. But I'm sure that we're still going to be able to give it a kick, because I actually love spicy food. So we can all make it how we want it. Now, I appreciate a couple of jalapenos, especially in my avocado salad. So, kind of bummed. But I will put some of those spicy peppers that I showed you earlier into my chorizo. I'm going to eat this piece again. See, this is the bottom piece that everybody usually throws out. Kind of hard to cut in there. But nothing goes to waste in this dish. If I don't go into it, I personally love tomato. So, hey, food desires. I'm desiring this tomato. It's really good. I like the smell when making this dish. You smell the onions, the cilantro, the tomatoes. It all smells magnificent. So, yeah, I'm excited. Now, what we're going to do is we also need to, I guess I'm going to start the avocado salad. Now, you guys definitely want, I've seen a lot of people that don't wash their avocado before actually cutting it. They don't rinse it or anything like that. Now, you definitely want to do that. Because, I don't know if you noticed, but to get the perfect avocado, you actually have to touch it. So you don't know where all these people's hands have been. So you want to wash it. Wash it, put a little bit of soap on it. That's good enough. After all, I'm not going to be eating the skin. So what we're going to do is that we're going to dice up these two avocados. So I just run it down the middle. Oh, I don't know if you can see me. I'm going to move the camera a bit closer here. So I'm going to run it down and run the knife down the middle. I probably messed up here. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Here's the point. You're going to be left with the pit on one side. You're going to take your knife and you're going to kind of, you see? See what I did there? I don't know what you call that. But then after you do that, you're going to twist it. You're going to be left with this. You throw away the seed. Now, some people, what they like to do is that they like to save the seed. Make a bunch of different things. You could let it dry and kind of grind it out. And use it like some sort of vitamin or something. Or you can even plant it and make your own little avocado tree. My parents actually do that. But am not gonna do any one of those things. So once I cut it in half, then another half, and I'm just peeling off the skin. Okay? So you guys are gonna see what I'm gonna do with this in just a bit. So I'm gonna do this with both avocados. Okay? And again, if you missed it the first time, I'm gonna cut it in half, twist it. Ugh. And kind of, well, it didn't go in the center, but it still worked. Okay. Then we're gonna cut the avocado in half. This makes it easier to actually peel off the skin, at least for me. Some people do it with a spoon. I like to find the little edge and just peel it back, you know? Run my fingers through it. That's usually enough if the avocado is ripe enough. Now, if you got yourself an avocado that's not ripe, you're probably going to need a spoon because the skin is going to get stuck to it. It's going to be very unpleasant if you actually find one of those in your salad. You see, like this one. This one's kind of getting stuck here, but that's fine because I'm going to be able to get that out easily. You see? There we go. So we got ourselves some avocados that are already peeled, and we're going to dice these up. All right, now, you guys dice it up how you want to. I got my way, you got yours, but you get the point here. So let's see here. Whoop. All right. So this is how I go about dicing mine. So I just, right here in my hand. Now be careful when you do this, okay? This is not for everybody. So you can do it on the actual cutting board. I just prefer to do it on my hands. I've done this for a while now. It is not recommended for newbies, okay? So newbies, you know who you are. Don't try to think that, you know, you got this. It's okay. It's not. It's going to come with time. And this is an extremely sharp knife. You can tell by the way it's cutting. So you definitely want to be careful, especially depending on your knife, okay? But, you know, what's a finger? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, so let's see here. I got a little piece here I don't want. Okay. Now, the reason why we got the lime is because if you don't put any lime on these avocados, they're going to brown very easily. So that's what the lime is for, to prevent that oxidation. Ooh, I got real technical right there, but I don't really know the scientific way of how that works. I just know it happens with a lot of fruits and veggies, and the lime helps prevent that. So I'm going to get a bigger bowl where I'm going to start putting all of these ingredients together. Now, I got this beautiful bowl here, right, where I'm going to make my salad in. Now, I'm going to throw in those avocados. I kind of, you know, I should have probably made them a little bit smaller, but I kind of like the big chunky avocados. So it's up to you. You probably want to do it small, but I like chunky avocados, especially since these are kind of ripe. It tastes so good. Okay, so we're done with this. Now, what we're going to do is that we're going to throw in those onions that we cut in earlier. I'm going to throw some of those onions in. So I hope you got a good view there. And we're going to throw in some of these tomatoes. Now, we're not going to throw in all of the tomatoes. Okay, so just some of them. I think that's enough. Okay, and now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and put these last bit of onions in this bowl. These are the onions I'm going to use for the chorizo. Okay, now I got a mess going on because I only got this one cutting board on. I mean, I have more, but it's the one I'm using. So you're going to see the greenness on the cutting board. That's fine. That's just avocado. Nobody ever died from that. The cilantro is actually going to release some green stuff itself too. But what I'm going to do, matter of fact, I am going to rinse it because avocado is going to start browning. Just a little rinse, that's fine. I actually bought this cutting board from Macy's. And at first I thought I was going to like it. I had a gift card from someone for Christmas and I said, you know what? Let me just buy something from the kitchen area. It seemed like a good idea. It's supposed to be an over-the-sink cutting board. However, it's too small for my sink. So that's that. I could use it this way, but it's kind of uncomfortable to cut. So I'm just going to put it here. I'm going to put the cilantro. Now what we want to do is that we want to finely chop this cilantro. Okay. Now it's so awesome because I've done pico de gallo for a long time. And I kind of just wing it. I don't really have an exact recipe, an exact amount. Just do whatever feels right. Now, I don't want to get these fingers cut up. So just kind of roughly cutting it up so I can kind of bunch it up. But that little trick I learned is so awesome. Because it's a very annoying process to take out the stems, or the stalk, whatever you want to call it. Especially when you're doing a large portion for a lot of people, it's a lot of work. I don't like any stems in my pico de gallo. So this was an amazing trick. I hope that if you didn't have a trick and you saw this for the first time, if you got anything at all from this video, is that trick right there. I forgot where I got it from, but you can give this a fine chop, rough chop, however you want to chop. I think that's enough. What do you think? It's not that serious, no, but I think that should be good. We're gonna throw that into our bowl with everything else. So what I'm doing is I'm starting off with just the, that's kind of the harder part, dicing everything up and stuff. And then I'll get to the chorizo, okay? So, here's everything all together. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit of oil, okay? Now, it's up to you how much. That should be enough. I'd say probably like about a spoon or 2 tablespoons, but it's up to you how you like it. Some people like a little bit more oil, some don't like it at all. You can actually take it completely out. I've done it without oil at times when I haven't had any in it in the house. Now, you want to roll up your lime a bit to kind of get some of the juices out, but you also want to rinse this, okay? Especially because there's a lot of people who are grabbing these limes to check if they're good. You don't know where their hands have been along. Same thing with the avocado. I cut it in half, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of salt here. Now, salt to taste. I kind of have an eye as to how much I'm gonna put. I'd say like about a spoon. And then boom. Throw the lime in there. The lime in the coconut. Now, you probably might need 2 limes. You taste it when you're done. This lime is probably not my favorite. It's kind of hard. I do actually have a little lemon squeezer. I'm gonna do kind of help me out here, right? Sometimes it leaves scar kind of skin in it. So we're gonna put this here. There we go. So this just helps get more of the juice out. Okay. Put this one through this again. Okay, good, perfect. So now that we have all of our ingredients in there, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna give this a little turn up. Okay. Now, how awesome is this looking so far? I can't wait to have some of this. Now, I kind of gave the avocados a rough chop. I probably should have cut them up a bit smaller. But, again, ooh, that one wanted to go with me. Okay, I ate that one. But, you probably want to cut it a bit smaller than I did. Like I said, I like big chunks of avocado. So, it's kind of like a pico de gallo with avocado in it instead of jalapenos. So that's pretty much what we did there. Now, I can taste that I need a little bit more salt. So, there we go. I just eye it out, you know. Okay. Perfect. So this is our avocado salad or ensalada de aguacate. Okay? Now that looks really good. Now, this you can actually make with many things. You can make this with tacos. You can put this on the side with rice and beans, chicken, bite, anything. Or, like I had it the other day, I actually made a little bit of that, or a lot of it, with some carne frita, tostones, and some cheese. Sort of like a tres golpe. Now, a lot of Dominicans might know, but I don't have a little recipe. What a tres golpe is, even Puerto Ricans. But if you don't know, it's an awesome Dominican breakfast that has usually some vianda. It doesn't necessarily have to be plátano. With eggs, salami, cheese, and onions. And it's called the tres golpe. Now, the reason I said that the other one was tres golpe is because it was like a different style tres golpe. You understand? Right now, I guess I'm pretty much rambling. So this is the part that I wanted you to see. So, at this point, what we're going to do is that we're actually going to remove the chorizo from the casing. So it's actually, and I don't know if you can see this well, but this is like a skin of some sort. I don't want to Google what kind of skin it is. I don't want to know. But the point is that you want to make an opening, okay? And what you want to do is you want to take that meat out. Now, I'm more than likely going to use all of this meat because if there's some leftovers, no one in my house will be upset. I guarantee you that, okay? So I'm just going to put it in the same bowl where it's in. Okay, and you can see I'm just squeezing out the meat from the casing. Okay, now I believe they actually sell it outside of the casing. Hey, whatever works for you, it's fine. You don't actually even have to use chorizo for this dish. You can probably use something else, whatever. You can make your own actual version of the same dish. Okay, so I want to probably just squeeze it out. I hope you guys are getting a good view. There we go. I'm just gonna squeeze everything out. What we're gonna do is that when we cook this, we're gonna ground it up. So we want kind of that ground chorizo. All right. So squeeze it out that way. Squeeze it out the other way. Whoop. This is actually pretty fun. I like this. But I don't know. Maybe you guys might be new to this. This just looks nasty. But it's fun. All right. So. Oh. It's coming out both ends at the same time. Oh, alright, this is pretty satisfying. You guys, if you're following me on this dish, you guys are definitely having fun. I know it. Now, chorizo has a bit of spice, usually. Now, I don't know about this particular brand. I just grabbed the first one I saw. But, so it's already out of the casing. Now, what we're going to do with this is that we're going to put it in a hot pan. This naturally has some fat, so we're not going to need to add too much oil. We're probably not even going to have any oil at all. We're going to put that to cook, add some salt probably. This already probably is a bit salty, but we're just going to add some salt to bring out some of the flavors. We're going to cook some of the other stuff as well. So we're going to cook some of the onions and that kind of stuff, but first we're going to cook it. Alright, so let me stop this video.
Alright, so here we go. Here's a pan. Whoop. Now we're going to test it if it's hot by just running your hands over. Sorry for my hands. They're clean, but usually have some nails or, you know, nail polish. Now, we want it hot. You can hear it sizzle. Just gonna throw it in there. We're gonna chop it up and ground it up. So it doesn't matter. Okay? Now, let me get closer. Now, as it heats up, it's gonna release some of the oil, some of the fat. It's gonna melt. So we're just gonna break it up. Okay, pretty much what we want to do. But some of the oil is going to help and add some flavor. Okay, I'm probably going to put the heat on medium. I want it to cook too hard without me actually breaking this up. You can actually use, quick step, you can use, and I don't know if you can hear me good, but you can actually use a potato masher. I personally don't like it, but I know some people do use it. I just use a spoon or a fork. I just don't want to use something metal to scratch the pot. So I'm just kind of mushing it. Whatever the term is, the proper term, you understand what I'm saying. Either way, the picture's worth 1,000 words or video. Just kind of squish it again. Alright, so we're just going to come back once this is ready. So you get the I've already grounded up this chorizo. That's what it looks like. As you can see, it has like an orangey hue right there. That's fine. That's actually that's how it comes out. Now, I usually cook with white onion, but I don't have a white onion, so that I use half of the purple onion. I usually use the purple onion when I'm doing something raw, like a salad or something like that. But hey, that's fine. So we're gonna throw some of that onion in there. I also have about 4 cloves of garlic that I will be using. Now, if you have silong, you can actually mash your garlic in advance. I have one of these handy dandy potato mashers. I mean, oh my god. Garlic pressers, which you simply do that. You put your garlic in with a knife, you run it through. I'm going to put about 4 garlic cloves. Now, I love a lot of garlic, so please adjust it based on your own taste buds, okay? Don't say I didn't tell you so. But I just personally, I love garlic. You can never get enough. I'm lucky I'm not putting in 6 or the whole head of garlic. But this is fine. I feel like this is a happy medium. I'm not only cooking for myself, so I have to be considerate of others. Alright? There's that part you don't like, but it's probably like. So, boom. There we go. Now we're going to give that a stir. Now you can hear this sizzling. Another thing that I'm going to do, some of those tomatoes that we have there, like I said, I'm going to throw that in there too. Alright? Oh my god, this smells so good. You guys are making this, you know what I'm talking about. So, some people like to throw the onions before the chorizo. I like to put it in afterwards. Now, it's a matter of preference, but I just don't like putting the raw meat over the vegetable. It's just not my thing. So I'm going to put the onion afterwards. The oil is still kind of in there. We're going to leave that oil there. It's not too much of it because it's not like the authentic chorizo, I guess I would say. It's usually a bit more oily than this one. But that's fine because we're also going to throw in, I'm going to let those onions kind of get a bit translucent in there. Oh my god, this smells so good. I can't wait until this is ready. Now, like I said, we're going to throw a bit of salt. We're going to throw salt once we've thrown in the tomatoes and the tomato soup. Alright. Sizzle is good. Alright, these onions are looking good. Alright, perfect. So it all varies, I guess, depending on the size of the onion, how you cut it up. I mean, I could have probably cut it up smaller, but it's okay. I don't mind. I actually like onion chunks. Throw some of this tomato in here. Now, you don't have to use the tomato, but I actually like the tomato in here. So it's completely up to you. Again, you can freestyle with this. At this point, you can even throw in some jalapenos or some peppers. You can actually do whatever it is that you want, in my opinion, you know. Authentically, I don't know what's proper, what's not, but you're going to see how this is going to come out, and this is going to come out amazing. Alright, so we all have our own little version. This is like the Puerto Rican way there. You're lucky I'm not throwing in sofrito in here, because you know how we do. But I think, you know, it's good to kind of switch it up from time to time. So we have that going on. Now, what's going to happen is that some of those tomatoes, they're going to sweat out some liquid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in some of this sauce here. And, that paste, okay? I'm going to put that in there. And this is a perfect time, like I said, I'm going to use these peppers. Okay? I'm going to use these peppers. I'm going to take some out and chop it up and throw it in there. So feel free to do the same. Now, it's kind of hard to pick this out, so I'm just going to pick it out with a fork and take out what I need. Now, what I did is that I put those tomatoes in the garlic press because it has some skin on it. It's not going to be good if you find that skin while eating. So I'm just going to press sort of like the hot sauce out of it. It's dropping some juice, I guess you can say, some of that hot sauce out. I'm going to use that knife to kind of run it under. And this is just to give it some spice, okay? I'm actually going to throw in the actual pepper in there. Okay, now we're just going to mix everything up. Yum, yum, yum. This looks so good. I hope you guys are going to be making this dish. Ladies, to make this a surprise to man. Gonna love a brunch like this. Because it might be good for like a Sunday brunch, I'd say. Instead of going to IHOP or going somewhere else for this, you know, just do a little something for your man. And okay, so we got that. Now we need to throw in some salt to taste. Now, to find out if it's to taste, you're going to need to taste this first, right? So we know how much we're going to put in. Okay. So, put a little bit of this. Now, be careful. You can undersalt and then salt it later as you need. Do not over salt. Okay? Don't want to over salt. Now, lower the fire. Now, you can actually put in a little bit of liquid to kind of make this more saucier. Or you can have it chunky, however you prefer. Perfectly fine. And stop the spoon, we'll start the dipping. Now, this is extremely good. Now, ladies, if you're making this for the first time for your man, be careful. Okay, you might like this. You might ask you to do it again.
So make sure you like and subscribe to my videos, to my channel, to get more of this awesome cooking. Okay? Alright, perfect. So you can turn this down. Now, matter of fact, I might add a little bit of liquid to this. So, let's see here. I'm not going to add too much. Let me turn the fire up again. I'm not going to add too much. Just a little splash. Just to give it that little sauce. Matter of fact, a splash or two. Okay? A little saucy effect. You probably want that. Okay? And then you probably need to adjust your salt.
Alright, so this is a bit embarrassing. So while I was making this awesome chorizo, my phone actually died. So the battery ran out. So here's what I did in the meantime. So I took that chorizo that I took out of the casing and I put it on a hot pan. Once it was already cooked, I grounded it up pretty much while it was cooking. It has a little oil in it, because from the fat from the sausage itself. So I threw the onions. I threw in about 4 cloves of garlic. I kind of mixed that up, and then I had these peppers. Let me show you. I had these peppers. Now usually you use jalapeno or something, but I had these peppers. What I did is that I took out about a spoonful of them, and I put it through my garlic press. So it just took out the spiciness out of it without the actual casing of the peppers. So you don't have that, that unpleasant bite. So you just get the juice or the hot sauce. So you could probably use the hot sauce itself, but that's what I did. And I put about a spoon of tomato paste. I gave that a stir, and this is what you're looking at here. Okay? Oh, and I added I'd say about a 1/4 cup of water. Okay? To kind of spread out that tomato sauce. So that's done, and it tastes amazing. You can add salt to taste. Okay? Now be mindful, you could probably undersalt, but try not to oversalt because you're gonna have a problem there. But this is good. Now what's next? We just have to do our tortillas and our eggs. So stay tuned.
All right, so here's my pot. I already added a little bit of oil. Now you can add more. A lot of people add more. I'm gonna keep it on the little and the light side. So we're gonna let that get hot. In the meantime, I'm preparing my tortillas to take them out. Now, I just bought these tortillas, the Guerrero ones. Now, feel free to get any one that's on sale. I have a preference for these. They're actually pretty strong. I like that. What we're going to do is that we want these to get sort of crispy. You don't want them burnt. Just want them halfway crispy. So you want the pot really hot. But what I'm also going to do is that right after, I'm going to put them on napkins. So I'm going to put them on a plate with napkins. I don't want the oily residue on it. So you can actually sprinkle some salt on the tortillas after you're done. I'm not going to do that either. But again, feel free. I'm just giving you some ideas so you can go ahead and do it yourself as well. As you like. You have to... Oh, that's not hot yet. So usually the way you try it is by you put it, you can see the sizzle on the side. So it looks like it's getting there. I'm just going to give it a little bit more just to make sure. I don't want my tortilla to soak up all that oil because that's what will happen if you don't put this with the oil hot enough. Okay? So... I think that should be hot enough because I could see the ripples on the side. I'm not too sure if you can see it, but here we go. All right, so there we go. So that's what you actually want to see. Now, just getting a plate ready. Okay, you want to get this ready without all the mess? Now, it's not ready yet to flip, so we're going to give it a bit more. Okay. Kind of have a feeling you can see the crispiness. You can see it gets harder, and you can see it already lifting up. That's a good sign. Now, I'm not the best at this. Please don't judge. Like I said, we can all do it our own way. Okay, now we're gonna flip it aside. You see that beautiful golden color? I'm definitely gonna put this on napkin because I do not like that extra oil on this. If you like it, hey, good for you. I'm just not gonna do it that way. Okay. I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this to rest. You can see it's stiff. That's what you actually want. You want it stiff. You don't want it too stiff. You want it kind of flexible still. I'll put the next one. Now, as that cooks, what I'm doing is I'm putting it on the napkin, okay? And I'm flipping it. Oh, you can hear the crispiness. Okay? Keep doing that. Now, you can sprinkle some salt so the salt could absorb some of the oil. It's up to you. I'm just going to keep flipping it around. Or patting it down. You can also pat it down with a napkin. Perfect. That looks really good. Hey, don't forget about this. I almost did.
Okay, so hey, it's up to you how you like it. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna use about 2 tortillas for each serving. Okay, I'm gonna put the tortilla. I'm gonna layer it with some chorizo. I'm gonna put the egg on top, and then some of the avocado salad. Okay, or avocado salsa. Hey, I don't know what you call it, but that. You know what I need. I'm gonna drain this off. You wanna take off as much oil as you can. All right. Now you can see it's getting burned, so I gotta do this quick. Okay. And you're gonna continue doing this for as many tortillas as you're gonna use. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off the video. You have to idea. Right, so this is what I like about cooking. So as you go, you can improvise. So what I did, since I was gonna use 2 tortillas per serving, I'm gonna put some cheese on it and then put the other tortilla on top. So it's sort of like a quesadilla. Okay, now again, feel free to do it how you want, but it's gonna be awesome when they cut into that and the melted cheese is gonna be under. I'm gonna make sure that that melts. Okay, if you gotta put that in the oven or back in the pot, make sure that cheese is melted. Okay, so we're gonna layer the meat on top, egg, and then some of that sauce that's over there. Awesome. Come back in a minute.
All right, so I'm just putting, like I said, you can make it saucier for the meat. I think I said that before. If I didn't, I'm sorry. But I like it a bit chunkier, the sauce. There's no real sauce here. It's just chunky meat. But hey, it's up to you how you want to make it. Okay? So you're putting it here. Then you're going to layer the egg on top. Okay, so you probably want to have this. You can add more cheese if you want. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. It has enough cheese at the bottom. Okay, you're probably not going to use the whole mixture like I did. You can leave that for leftovers. You can actually put this in a bowl and make it again tomorrow, or make even a completely different dish. You can actually even use this for tacos. So up to you. So yeah, so that's that. I'm gonna come back with the.
All right, so this is the finished product. And look how good that looks. Okay, so we put the over easy egg over the chorizo with that avocado salad, and let's not forget that we also have the cheese nice and gooey underneath between the 2 tortillas. Okay. So remember, ladies, give this a try. All right, let me go set this up.
Look at that. The OJ breakfast is served. Well, brunch is served. That little piece right there is coming. But just look at how good it looks as soon as you cut into it.
Now that is good. Really good. Give this a try. Please like and subscribe below if you would like to see more. I'd love to get your comments. Got any ideas as to what you'd like to see? Just let me know in the comments, okay? Enjoy.